Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Terry Lawton, and in this video, you're going to learn about the #1 app in 2022 and how you can position yourself to earn money every month by giving it away free. It's phenomenal. I'm really excited about it. My business partner, Mark Hamlin, is going to share with you in this next video on how to get started, how the app got developed, who developed it, and everything else that you need to know about it. So you definitely want to watch it all the way to the end, and then I'm going to come back and make sure you got the best of what we have here and where we're going with this in 2022 and how it'll be able to help you and your family and organizations as well. So you definitely don't want to miss this video, so definitely watch that video. Take care.
Welcome to the call, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mark, and I'm very excited about the information we're going to be sharing with you over the next few moments. We're going to talk about an amazing free app called Instant Recall. Now, if you haven't heard of it before, you're going to be hearing about it a lot over the coming months as we move forward with this amazing project. Now, what I like about this is that this is a service that provides goodwill all around the world. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, there is no cost ever to anyone who's involved with this amazing app. And here's a project that, this is something that people are already engaged with, downloading apps on their phone. But this app provides income not only for individuals, but also for organizations in a market of hundreds of millions of people. So the potential here is completely off the charts if you didn't know it. But stand by, we're going to break it all down for you so you can get the full picture. So I'd like to start with the question. Suppose there was a way to help families in their time of need by providing free meals to them by simply downloading a free app that would also provide income for your family or organization at the same time. Would you be open to learn more about it? Well, that's exactly what we're going to share with you right now. So the first thing you need to understand is that the process is very simple. We simply download this free app on our phone. Now, we've got a ton of apps on our phone right now, 20, 30, sometimes 40 apps. And so this is an app that has some unique benefits. So not only is the app free, we can also give the app away free to other people. And in the process of doing that, it's going to enable free meals to be given to people who are in need. But not only that, those individuals that give the app away free, they are actually getting paid to do so, whether it be an individual, a nonprofit, or an organization. This becomes a revenue stream. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to break it all down for you right now. So again, I'd like to welcome everyone to Instant Recall. Instant Recall is a live app that you can find in the Apple Store and the Google Play Store right now, but you must have a referral code from the person who invited you on the call here. So this app is all about saving and cataloging your precious memories that you spent with your loved ones and your friends. Let's go ahead and take a look and talk about some of the features of this amazing Instant Recall app. So why use the Instant Recall app? Well, it helps you remember all of your favorite meals at your favorite restaurants. Have you ever traveled to a town, had a great meal, but later on, you couldn't remember the name of the restaurant, nor could you remember the name of the meal? This is going to enable you to store that information so you can recall that when needed. It's kind of like a GPS in reverse. It reminds you of where you have been and what you have done. Not only that, it can help you recall certain dates and certain times of past events, maybe that first kiss, maybe that day when you proposed to your significant other, and other very important life events. And it also gives you the ability to share these events with your friends and family right through the app. But in addition to that, this app can help you pinpoint where you were down to 30 inches. Let's say, for example, you like to fish, or maybe you hunt, or other things that you're involved in. And it's very important that you be able to remember those specific locations. This app will give you the ability to do that as well. And it can send notifications to yourself. In other words, maybe you have a shopping list. We're shopping today. We had a long list. I was able to send that to myself right through the app. And maybe you have a to-do list, other things that you need to remind yourself of. You can use the app for those functions as well. So several different functions that make it very unique. But the best part of the app is what we're going to tell you about right now. So first of all, let's talk about the developer. His name is Mr. Paul Snyder, and he's known by many of us. He's been involved in creating apps for over 30 years, and we've had friends who know him personally. So this is a very visible person, a down-to-earth individual. I've had the opportunity to speak with him, and we hope to have him on one of our calls very soon. So for many years, Paul has focused exclusively on helping merchants and all types of business owners succeed in an increasingly technology-based marketplace. He has extensive background in developing and harnessing new mobile technologies that help business owners become more successful. He also has extensive experience in building data location apps just like ours, and he knows the market inside out. As a result, he remains at the forefront of the exploding mobile marketing phenomenon. So now, it's all about partnerships. How many of you would agree with that? Because hardly anything worth doing can be done alone. All you have to do is think about some of the most successful people that are in the world out there. They've all had support and they've had help. Well, Instant Recall has established a very unique partnership with feedingamerica.org. So they're involved in supplying food for food banks all across the United States and Canada. I have a short 2-minute video here that will help us understand what they do, and then we're going to discuss our partnership following the video.
Today, right here in America, a shocking number of our neighbors are facing hunger. Feeding America estimates 60 million people turn to food banks, food pantries, and other private food assistance programs in 2020. There is enough food to feed all of us, but still millions of people face hunger every year. And in Black, Latino, and Native American communities, the challenges run deeper and hit harder. It takes courage to ask for help. It takes all of us working together to make sure no one goes to bed hungry.
Feeding America is a nationwide network of 200 food banks and 60,000 meal programs. Together, we are the nation's largest domestic hunger relief organization. The Feeding America network helped provide more than 6 billion meals in 2020. Behind each meal are countless supporters, donors, and volunteers who care deeply about their neighbors. This family's meal came from their local food pantry. There are more than 60,000 meal programs like this all across our country. Before the meal reached the pantry, the groceries came from a local food bank that collects and routes food to feeding programs. Day in and day out, 200 food banks secure food and funds from donors like national food and grocery manufacturers, retailers, and farmers, and from the generosity of individuals making donations to help feed their neighbors. Volunteers help make it all possible. Each year, more than 2 million people lend a hand.
The work goes beyond providing meals every day. Together, the Food Bank Network and our partners are hard at work in your community and thousands just like it, rescuing healthy food and keeping it from landfills, focusing on the hardest hit communities, making it easier for everyone to get the fresh food they need, and uniting a movement that will bring about lasting change. All of this makes a difference for our neighbors by providing more meals today and helping create a hunger-free tomorrow. But we can't end hunger without people like you. Join us. Visit www.feedingamerica.org to find your local food bank. Volunteer to help get meals to your neighbors. Raise your voice to advocate for stronger food assistance programs. And donate. Every dollar helps provide at least 10 meals. Together, we can create an America where no one is hungry. Together, we're Feeding America.
All right. So we've all heard of the many tragic events that have been occurring just across the United States. For example, we've had those terrible fires on the West Coast, thousands of homes burnt and people displaced. We've had the tornadoes in the middle Midwest. We've had floods, even snowstorms, power outages, and things like that. When these things happen, people have a tremendous need for food, water, and shelter. Through Instant Recall, ladies and gentlemen, we're able to help with the food, and that's very significant. So the way it works is that when a person downloads the app, Instant Recall is going to donate money to the food bank to provide 5 meals every month for every app that is downloaded. Now, these meals are distributed primarily in the United States and Canada, and The app is absolutely free. There will never be a cost, not even 1 penny to anyone. And we have the ability to create these meals and to get paid for doing so. So Instant Recall is a rare company that benefits society while still benefiting its associates. So as I mentioned, the app is free and you and I can actually make money feeding the hungry. So it's a very goodwill project. Now, the thing I want you to remember that a person must be 18 in order to participate here. There's no need to have multiple accounts, no need to do any stacking. Our goal with Instant Recall in this global community is to create 1 million meals every single month. All right. So now let's talk about the program in more detail because we've got a great purpose and a great program. We call it the Ultimate Affiliate Program. Why? Because there's nothing to buy and there's nothing to sell. There's no new skills that you need to learn. You're already downloading apps. We've got plenty of apps on our phone right now, but we're not benefiting from those apps, monetarily. And there's no need for you or I or anyone else to change our behavior. So let's talk about the money. I'm going to kind of break this down for you. So we generate what we call reward points. And the way it works is like this. Every person that you refer who downloads the app, that's going to create $1 a month in income as long as they keep that app on their phone. And when those individuals share the app with others, those people will be on your second level, and that will create another $1 per person every month that they keep that app on their phone. Now, your goal and my goal is to get this app out as far as wide as we can. Our first goal is to be able to share the app with at least 10 people. All right. How long would it take you to do that? Could you do that in 1 day, 2 days, 3 days? Absolutely. You can definitely do that. And so once you do that, that's going to open up the third and the fourth level. So as people get referred on that third level, that's going to be 50 cents per download. And on the fourth level, that's going to be an additional 50 cents. All right. So what does that mean in terms of money? All right. I'm going to show you that here in just a moment. But the thing I want you to know, anytime someone downloads the app with your code, they are cookie to you. So if they delete the app and come back and put the app back on later, they'll still be cookie to you. So 20 points within this reward system is equal to $1, and 10 points is equal to 50 cents. So now, can you get just 10 people to download the Instant Recall app? We've got a ton of people on the call who are doing it just right now. Let me tell you what that can mean for you and your organization. So when you sponsor 10 people, it would create $10 a month in recurring cash flow for you. Now, when those individuals go out and they refer to 10 in this example, that would create an additional $100 a month in additional cash flow for you or your organization. When those individuals go out and they all refer 10 each, that's an additional $500. And when they go out and do the same, that's an additional $5,000 a month, for a total in this example of an additional $5,610 a month after month, as long as those individuals keep that app on their phones. But not only that, also all the meals, the thousands of meals, which will be distributed because you took the time to share this amazing program with others. And that's what this is all about. So now, the next question that many people ask is, how do we get paid? Well, we talked about partnerships a few minutes ago. Well, Instant Recall has created another amazing partnership with OpenNode. OpenNode is a payment processor that was created by Fidelity Investments, a big bank. And this enables our participants to receive their payments by cryptocurrency. It could be Bitcoin or several other cryptocurrencies, but they also can receive their payment in fiat dollars direct to their bank account. Now, the thing you need to understand is that we need to have enough data so that this data can actually be sold. And we're going to be talking about that in detail in just a moment. We actually need a minimum of 50,000 downloads. We've got about maybe 37,000 downloads right now. We've got about 1,000 downloads coming in every day right now, but we need to hit that goal of 50,000 so we have enough data so it's marketable and it can be sold. Once that happens, that's when the payments actually start going out. But before that time, you will receive detailed instructions on how to connect to OpenNode. So you need a special link. It's going to be a private link dedicated directly to you, and instructions that show you how to actually do that. So we're not at that point yet, but it's coming. And when it does, there'll be a video tutorial that will walk you and I through that process. So now let's get to the big question. Why would anyone pay all this money for simply having an app on the phone? All right, very important question. Well, this is called data marketing. Did you know that the apps that are on your phone right now, that they're collecting data from you and I, and they're actually selling that data, but you and I aren't getting any of the money. What Instant Recall is doing different is now allowing you and I to benefit from that revenue stream. So this is called data marketing. So in my research, I found a tutorial video here I'm going to play. It's about 2 minutes long, which helps you and I understand technically what is data marketing. Let's watch this video.
It really all comes down to the data. The data provides the insights that you can act upon. And what we really want to do is understand all those different interactions, all the different channels that we talked about, pull all that data together, rationalize it, integrate it, and basically from it develop a complete picture of the customer, of the individual, what their needs are and how we can basically best accommodate those needs. And so taking all that information together, taking the data, generating those insights, and then making it actionable. That's the key part of it. And the data, there's so many pieces of the data that become important. It's not just gathering as much data as possible, it's gathering the right level of data. And so making sure that the right systems, the right data, the right quality of data is being used as part of your overall process. There's a lot of governance and management that needs to go into that data. There's all sorts of data quality issues when we start thinking about capturing customer data, where it came from, what was the source, when did we capture it, how stale or fresh is that data. So it's really all about that data. Getting that is very foundational to data-driven marketing. It's one thing to solve data analytically, and it's something else to solve for it operationally. So it's okay if we've got a data warehouse or a big data platform where we've got lots of data and we're generating insights, but what's really important is how do we act upon those insights and make it more real-time and operational. And so we really need to have a good operational system, a good platform by which we can activate it. So knowing in real time what's happening, that somebody was just on the web, they were just researching a problem, and now they're calling our call center or they're doing something on their mobile device, we need to make that data available, not just analytically so we can say after the fact, here's what happened and play Monday morning quarterback, but more real time so we can respond to the customer's needs and have a better customer experience.
All right, so that's how it works technically, but just to break it down so even a 3-year-old can understand, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, that data, those apps that we have on our phone, that data is being sold. But they don't talk about it, they're not sharing that money with us, but this is a fact, all right? So we've got 20, 30, 40 apps. Now we have an opportunity to download an app that not only provides free meals to those in need, but also can provide income for you and I and our organizations. And so Instant Recall is going to sell that data, but you need to know that data is anonymous. In other words, they don't know issue. It only shows where people has been. And so companies use this to determine where they're going to build apartment complexes, housing complexes, where they're going to place a store. So this information is very valuable. They collect that information from many different sources to compile that data. And so Instant Recall is able to sell this data many times to major companies and marketing groups. This is where the money comes from. And so companies such as Foursquare, Airbnb, Uber, Spotify, Samsung, Microsoft, even Google, these are the companies that actually purchase this data. And the fact that this is anonymous, that's actually monitored by the Play stores. All right, so it's very important that this information stay anonymous, and that's ensured, or how can you say this? That is followed up by the app stores to make sure that in fact is the case. So that's something that you can rest assured about and not have to be concerned about. All right, so now you and I now have a chance to get a piece of the action by simply downloading this free app. What you want to do is get back in contact with the person who shared this page with you, and let's work together to help make dreams come true for a lot of people and organizations like schools and other nonprofits all around the world. Now, I want to open up the call here in a few moments, and we're going to have a few guests and leaders actually share their thoughts. But before I get into that, I want to share with you some of the resources that we provide you to help you have the success that you deserve. First of all, we have a Facebook group. It's called Instant Recall Success Team. The person who invited you here can show you how to get in that group and share that link with you. In that group, we provide several things. Training. For example, this Wednesday, we're going to have a special training for everyone who has personally referred 10. We're going to have some special strategy training for you if you have referred 10. If you haven't done so, you want to do it because this information is absolutely life-changing. We have support there. We answer, little questions for you and things like that. We also provide you with ad copy. What is that? What to say, what to text, what to post on social media in order to interest people in this information. There's a strategy for doing that, and we're actually very good. It's called attraction marketing. All you have to do is copy and paste it. So being able to share this and have 10 people download it because of your efforts, that's not hard at all. Okay. Also, our webinar schedule, here it is, every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and every Monday at 12 p.m. Every now and then we'll have some other webinars, but this is the schedule that we stick with. And to get to the webinars, of course, you go to instantrecall.live. But not only that, we also have our webinars on a 24-hour on-demand system. So you can log in and watch one of the latest webinars anytime you want to from anywhere around the world. You simply go to instantrecall247.com. That's instantrecall247.com. All right, so we receive a weekly updates from Mr. Snyder, and I want to go ahead and just read one to you. This was actually on the 13th, and so he's a little bit under the weather right now, but we're praying that he's getting better right now. So I want to just read this, kind of keep you up to date, and we receive these, as I mentioned, on a weekly basis. So hello, Instant Recall family. The number of Instant Recall installations is now 27,150 as of this minute. So that was the 13th. We're bringing on about 1,000 new downloads every day. So that takes us up to about 36, 37, 38,000 as of right now. So as you can see from his letter, he said that we're averaging over 1,000 installs per day. And he also wanted to congratulate our biggest leaders, those individuals who have personally referred at least 30 downloads or more. He said those numbers are doubling. So one of the things you want to do, ladies and gentlemen, is make sure that you confirm with each new referral that you are their sponsor. And if you are not their sponsor, have your new referral add you before recruiting others. So, the process is very simple, but you don't want to make mistakes. You want to do it right, because certain things cannot be changed. So you have to understand that this database is encrypted by Apple and the Google Store. Those things can't be changed. So take your time with it and do it right the first time. All right, next thing he wanted to address, he says he receives a lot of emails every day with this same question. The question is, how soon will we reach 50,000 installs? All right, so he said, I cannot predict that, but I can tell you that if each affiliate refers 10 users, today or tomorrow, we would exceed that number within 24 hours. So we play a part in that. We're the first to learn about this. There's going to be millions and millions of people involved in this, but we're the first. And our job is to get the message out, and that's going to benefit us tremendously moving forward. So here's another question that he receives on a daily basis. And I actually covered this, but I'm going to repeat this for everybody. And the question is, how do we get paid? And the answer is this. We get paid through a digital wallet provided by OpenNode.com. This OpenNode.com system can do mass payouts in seconds. We're talking about millions of people in a matter of seconds to every country in the world. And you can collect your money in your local currency or in cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. Now, this is how the process is going to work. You will be sent a special OpenNode link that does two things. You register with your personal identification to prevent fraud, and then the link connects you to the instant recall payments. You must use our link to register to get paid. So no need to go to OpenNode.com right now. You can't do anything. You need a special link that's going to come from Instant Recall that will be provided as we get closer to reaching that 50,000 download threshold. All right. So that is the update from Mr. Snyder. Now, if you're part of an organization and you've been looking for a unique, innovative way to generate recurring cash flow for your organization, you're absolutely in the right place. There's absolutely nothing out here quite like this. And depending on the size of your supporters, your supporter base, this could be very significant revenue for you while your organization is also supporting those in need with food. So I've never seen anything quite like this. We'll probably create, there is a video that talks to organizations right now. It's about 3 minutes if you haven't seen it, but we'll probably create another one moving forward. We'll let you know when that video is ready. So maybe you know of a nonprofit or you're a part of a nonprofit. This is something you absolutely want to introduce to them because we think it could be major for them moving forward.
Hey, Terry Lofton back here. Wasn't that some phenomenal information? Hey, when I heard about it, it just blew me away. So what do you need to do next? You need to get started. Download the app. If I referred you, there will be a link below of my referral code so you can get started. It's very simple. Once you go through that process, you just download the app, register it though. You can't just download it. I had a few individuals that just downloaded and didn't register it because you can't get rewarded with the money's getting earned every month if you don't register. Okay, so register it. Real simple. Once you register, you're good to go. You have a referral link and start referring others. It's that simple, and we can start making money every month. Okay, it's like having your own toll booth. And I'm really excited about that because I'll be able to help families across, America and across the U.S. of showing them how to take advantage of this. Okay, so once again, get started, download, register, and let's share it with the world. So by doing well, we are doing good. All right, take care.